All right, let's talk about the blueprint for a truly modern data warehouse. It's called a layered architecture, and it's pretty much the key to building data pipelines that can actually handle the pressure without falling apart. So let's dive right in.
Okay, but hang on a second. My current ETL process works. It gets the job done. So why should I care about adding all these extra layers? It kind of sounds like a classic case of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And yeah, that is the question, isn't it? It's a totally fair point. But here's the thing. A pipeline that's working today can very easily become a complete nightmare tomorrow. You see, the problem with the old way, that traditional all-in-one approach, is that you're trying to do everything at once. You extract, clean, transform, and integrate all in one single massive tangled process. What you end up with is a system that's incredibly rigid. So when one tiny thing changes in a source system, boom, the entire pipeline can just shatter. And suddenly, you're stuck with a maintenance nightmare that's slow to run and even slower to debug.
So what's the solution? It's actually pretty simple. We just break up the work. Instead of one giant process, we create 3 distinct layers: raw, clean, and transformed. Each layer gets one specific job, and it does that one job really, really well. This powerful idea is called separation of concerns, and believe me, it is an absolute game changer for building data pipelines.
So where do we kick things off? We start at the very beginning, with the foundation. We call it the raw layer, and you could easily argue that it's the most critical piece of the entire architecture.
The entire philosophy of the raw layer really boils down to one single crucial word: immutable. That's it. Its only job is to be a perfect, untouched archive of your source data. You copy the data exactly as it arrives, and then you never, ever change it. Think of it as a permanent, unchangeable record of everything your systems have ever seen. This immutability gives you the ultimate safety net. If something goes horribly wrong downstream, and let's be real, it happens, you can always go back and rebuild everything from this pristine, raw source. It's your get-out-of-jail-free card. And since you're storing everything forever, the perfect technology for this is a data lake. It's a massive, cost-effective storage system that's literally designed for holding enormous amounts of raw data.
All right, so we've got our raw data safely archived. What's next? Now we move to the second layer, the clean layer. I like to think of it this way. If the raw layer is our pantry full of ingredients, the clean layer is where we do all the prep work. Washing the vegetables, getting everything ready for the recipe.
The purpose here is simple but absolutely vital. We take that messy, inconsistent raw data and, well, we clean it up. We make it consistent and standardized. Now, it's really important to note we're not applying any business rules or logic yet. The only goal is to create high-quality, reliable data sets that we can trust completely for that final step.
You can really think of this layer as your data quality firewall. This is where we filter out errors, drop columns we don't need, and standardize values. For example, making sure that country codes like USA, and United States all become the exact same thing. By handling all this cleanup here, we keep the final transformation logic clean, simple, and focused.
Okay, our data is now squeaky clean and standardized. We're ready for the grand finale, the transformed layer. This is where we take all those beautifully prepped ingredients and actually create the finished dish that our end users are going to consume for analysis.
This is the layer where the true business value gets unlocked. We're no longer worried about data quality. That's already handled. Now we're focused purely on integration. We take our clean data sets from multiple sources and combine them into meaningful models, like fact and dimension tables, that are perfectly optimized for reporting and analytics.
Yep, this is where all those classic data warehousing concepts really come alive. We're joining customer data to sales data, calculating profit margins, and handling historical changes, like tracking a customer's address over time using slowly changing dimensions. And the best part is, because we're only using data from the clean layer, our developers can laser focus on just getting the business logic exactly right.
Okay, I get it, but this feels like a lot of extra steps. What's the real payoff for going through all this trouble to separate the work? Ah, that is the million-dollar question, and this is where it all comes together. Let's look at why this matters so much. Honestly, the difference is night and day. A monolithic pipeline is a tangled mess. It's brittle, inflexible, and hard to fix. But a layered pipeline is resilient and adaptable. Just imagine a source system suddenly changes a column name. In the old model, the whole thing might just crash and burn. Here, you just adjust the one step between the raw and clean layers. Troubleshooting is way faster because you can immediately isolate the problem to a specific stage of the process. It all comes down to this: separation of concerns. By giving each layer one clear responsibility, you build a system that's not just more efficient today, but also far, far easier to adapt when your business needs inevitably change tomorrow.
So that leaves us with a final thought. Think about your most complicated, most fragile data process right now. You know the one I'm talking about. How could breaking it down into a raw, a clean, and a transformed layer make it more manageable, more reliable, and ultimately a whole lot more valuable? And that right there is the power of a layered data architecture. If you found this useful, please do me a favor and hit that like button, share it, and subscribe for more explainers like this. Thanks so much for watching.